This is why this person is selling and this person is not selling. Even though they're in the same niche, they both have an extremely valuable book. They're both big authority figures, but one person is selling 37 times more copies than the other person. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me some random niches, and I'm going to pick one of those niches and look at the books that are selling in that niche and look at the books that aren't selling. And then we're both going to figure out together why the ones that are selling and why the ones that aren't selling. So you don't make the mistakes of the ones that are not selling, and you do make the correct decisions and replicate whatever the people that are selling are doing. So anyway, let's ask ChatGPT to give us some random niches. Give me some random sub-niches to publish books on Amazon. Let's see what it spits out. It says Sir Barry. I don't remember making it say Sir Barry, but I'm gonna change that. It's super, it's super egotistical to make it say Sir Barry, but anyway. Japanese, oh, this is sick. This is a very, very sub-niche subject. Let's see if there are any books on Amazon. By the way, I have to open Amazon in incognito mode, and I would recommend anytime you're doing research to always use incognito mode, because then it doesn't track your data. It doesn't track your previous search history. So everything is completely brand new, and you're looking at the correct data when it comes to search results and keywords and things like that. Hopefully this is actually correct, and it wasn't correct. Great, this one is. Awesome. Now here I'm just going to type in whatever that is, Japanese kintsugi art. I have no idea what it is. I'm guessing it's this. Oh, it's the plates. It's the Japanese plates where it's broken, and then they repair it, and then it becomes unique and different. That's actually kind of sick. So this guy has 78 ratings, #1 bestseller, $11.49. Real price is $20. But it's colored interior. Let's see the ABSR if he's selling. He has A+ content, not the best A+ content, but that's okay. And he's on 76,000. I'm guessing he's selling around 2 copies a day. It's either 2 or 3 copies a day. 96 pages. So yeah, it looks like the profit margins, if this is a standard color book, but I don't think this is. I don't think this person is using KDP. Or maybe they are, I'm not sure. But if they are using KDP, then because it has these massive full images, it's probably not doing it's not printing in standard color. It's probably using premium color, which is way more expensive, and you have to up your price in order for you to make a good profit margin. But this guy's on $20, but it's the hardcover. He has hardcover Kindle, so it looks like he's only doing hardcover, probably premium color. I don't know how much money he's making, but he's selling. So that's one of the good competitors. Now, right here, I have this extension that just shows you the ABSR straight away. Let's try this with book, because we only want to see the books. So this guy popped up. He's the bestseller. Obviously, he's selling. This one's selling as well, but I think it's something different. Wellness, Japanese art of nourishing mind, body, and spirit. So this is about plates, and this is about mind and spirit. Poetic, not selling, is not selling, but it looks like there's no books selling. So there's not really a lot of demand. There's only one book. Maybe if you can make a better book than this, then you can probably steal some sales, but it doesn't look like there's that much traction in this niche that I would publish in it. So let's just go back to ChatGPT and see what the previous one was. Biohacking for beginners. I'm guessing this is going to have something interesting. It's going to have a lot of traction, I'm guessing. Okay, so this was not selling. It looks like these guys are not selling. Biohacking your dreams, barely selling. This one, chakra healing. Okay, you know what? This is actually a more interesting subject. Let's look at chakra books. Don't really know much about chakras, but I know some things about books, so I think that should help. Now we have this one. Sponsored, loads of reviews, super low price, must be selling. Of course, it's on 2,000. We'll open that. We're going to get rid of these Japanese ones. These guys are not selling. This guy's a normal one. This guy's selling. This guy's selling. This guy's selling a little bit. Not selling. So this is a great niche for us to analyze. We can see why some of them are selling and why some of them aren't selling. Now, this is a decent niche, and I'll tell you why. Because, yeah, this guy's getting most of the sales, and he should get most of the sales, or she, I would say, because it's Margarita. But she should be getting most of the sales because she earned those sales by having 27,000 reviews. So she's obviously an authority figure. She's been probably doing this for ages. When? 2017. So this book has been on for years, just collecting data, collecting sales, and her list price is $16.99. So she's making money off the $16.99. This is perfect. This is one of the good books that we want to analyze. And then let's pick one of the bad books. I'll pick this one because it's a very high price, $192,000. It has 500 reviews though. So, I mean, it has a higher number of reviews. I'm not going to compare the reviews. Let's just say this didn't have the reviews. I'm just going to compare the style of the book and the presentation of the book. Let's look at the SEO factors of the book and see what makes this sell way more than the other one. Now, the first thing I want to do is to see if this is actually an authority figure, because usually these books with loads of reviews, it's usually authority figures. It's usually very, very big people. They have a following on social media. They have previous customers, so they already have someone to sell to. So when they publish their book, they promote the book to the people, and then that helps boost up the algorithm, and they transition into Amazon and keep that book going steady. But they already have a team of people that they can showcase their new book to so they can launch correctly. I just want to search online if this is an actual person. It's this person here, Margarita. Let's look at her Instagram. So it is a real person. Okay, and she has 23,000 followers. I don't think she got those from the book, or maybe she did get them from the book, but I'm guessing she had people to sell the book beforehand. So let's just take away the fact that she's an authority figure, and that obviously helps her sell more copies because she's more trustworthy. She has data to back up that she actually knows what she's talking about. So people are more likely to buy her book. Now, it might be the same for this person here. Ambika. I can never pronounce names anyway. But let's see if this is a real person. Yep, looks like she's a real person as well. So great. This is a great comparison. So they're both authority figures. Now, why is it that this book here is selling so many more copies than the other one? In fact, let's see exactly how many copies it's selling. ABSR calculator. And hopefully Kindlepreneurs one comes up. There we go. And then I'm going to take the ABSR of this book. Actually, let me do the other book first. ABSR of this book, I already know what it's going to say. 192,933. 192,933 is going to say under a book a day. And now here we're going to do a paperback. And again, it's less than a book a day. Maybe it's one book every 2 or 3 days. Now, what about the other one? The one that's actually selling. This one is on 2,480, which is selling 37 copies a day. So why is it that this one is selling 37 copies a day and the other one's barely selling one? Not even selling one, it's selling half a copy a day. Why is that? Even though they're both authority figures. Well, let's look at the book first of all. Let's look at the bad one. So right here is not even like the front cover, but I think it's like a 3D version of the front cover. Usually the books are not going to have that, but I'm going to ignore it for now. Now let me just go in the read sample. Let's just see what it looks like inside. So this is a paperback version. Don't know what that is. I don't really know anything about chakras and spirituality or anything, but the interior looks really, really good. Really professional. It looks like it's made in like 2000 and something. So you can tell that it's fairly old. This is like the style that was popular back then. Still looks good though. Absolutely amazing. Really nice, bright images. I'm guessing the paper that they're using is high quality paper as well. So the printed material is going to be good. Yeah, this looks like a lot of information, extremely good book. But why is it that it's not selling? Because we know the book is good. Why is it that it's not selling? It has the reviews and it has the quality. So quality and reviews, it should be selling, right? Well, it looks like there's some optimizations that need to be made on page that's going to help boost the conversion rate so it can be shown in the correct places, be placed in better places to get more sales and actually kickstart the wheel to grow the book, because the book is high quality, but there's small optimizations to be made. Now, the first thing I would say, which I don't know if it's possible for this book, I don't know what their profit margins are. They're on 128 pages. They probably have super high quality paper, but it's $22.99. If you look at the competitor, they're on $8.99. So it looks like the people that are buying the book might not be willing to spend that much money. Again, this is all testing. I can't tell you for sure if this is going to work because it's all based on testing, especially the price. You always want to test your price. You want to try a lower one. You want to try a higher one. You want to see which one gives you a higher conversion rate, which one makes your book grow the most, which one gives you the most profit margin, because sometimes having a lower price will get you more sales that increase your profit margins. Other times, having a higher price will get you less sales, but that extra royalty that you get per sale can make up for the lost sales and give you even more profit in the long run. So it's all about testing. You have to test your price and then you have to gather the data to see which one is working best. Now for this one, purely because it's not selling, I would start with the price, lower the price, and see what that does to my ABSR. Because if that starts lowering down, that means I'm climbing the ranks, I'm selling more copies per day. Now let's look at the description. Description has got a sentence here, a paragraph, some bullet points, and then this. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth in the description, even though it could be improved. It could look more visually appealing. It can also include some better copywriting. So right here, it says how to harness your chakras through meditation, visualization, and manifestation. It says, here's what I'm going to teach you, but then it doesn't follow up with why this is beneficial for you. So if you follow up your feature of your book, which in this case is like, here's what I'm going to teach you inside. That's what the underlying communication of this sentence is. It's basically saying, here's what I'm going to teach you inside. But what you want to do is you want to say, here's what I want to teach you inside, and here's why it's so important that you learn this. Because if they understand the importance, they can see why it's important for them. No one cares about your book. I don't care what's inside your book. I care about what the book's going to do for me. So if it was like how to harness your chakras through meditation, I can't say that word, visualization and manifestation, so you can live your dream life, or so you can be less stressful, so you can do this. So you must add a benefit at the end of your sentence, especially in these bullet points, because people just care about themselves. As selfish as it is, we just care about ourselves. The only reason someone's going to buy this book is because they have a problem that they think this book is going to fix. Now, if you're not saying that, hey, this book is going to fix those problems that you have, then they're less likely to buy. Now, let's look at the one that's actually selling, if she's doing any of that. By the way, this is the first time I'm looking at the niche. I've never studied this niche. I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. There we go. So check this out. This book about chakras for beginners will put you on the path to healing pain, allergies, indigestion, headaches, fatigue, and even emotional turbulence like loneliness. So these, do you think this is a pain? Healing pain. A path to healing pain. Yeah, so pain is painful. Allergies, painful. Indigestion, painful. This is basically saying, hey, here are the problems. Here's the problems it solves. It solves, oh, you're in pain. This book solves your problem. You have a headache. This book solves your problem. You have indigestion. This book solves your problem. You have all of these. This book solves your problem. This is what you want to say at the end of the sentences, because that's what they care about. They don't care about what's inside the book. They care about what it's going to do for them. They don't care that it talks about the 7 chakras and why they're different colors and things like that. By the way, I don't know if there's 7 chakras. I don't know anything about chakras, but it's not talking about the basic things like that. It's talking about, hey, whatever's in this book, this is what you're going to get out of it. It's always talking about the painful things, how it's going to benefit the person reading it. It's extremely important. Now, this is one of the reasons that their conversion rate is much higher than this guy's here, because they're just not doing this. More than 300 colorful illustrations. Who gives a shit if there's 300 colorful illustrations? Why? Why is that important? Why is it more beneficial for me to have those 300 colorful illustrations? That's what you need to say. Now, if we scroll down, let's just look at the A+ content. Now, by the way, there's many different reasons why a book might not sell. There can be an SEO reason, so there's no keywords in here for them to index correctly. There can be, because you're not indexed correctly, you're being shown incorrectly, and you can tell because right here, similar items that may deliver to you quickly, all of these are related to the book up here, which means it's indexed correctly. If you type in chakras, this book will show up. If you scroll down and there's random books here that have nothing to do with your book up here, it can be a sign that you're not indexed correctly. But anyway, let's just look at it visually. I'm not gonna talk about the indexing and the SEO and all of that. Just visually, what optimizations could this person make to start seeing higher conversion rates so they can actually start making more money? Now, A+ content, at least they have A+ content. It's good that they have A+ content, but it's very, very basic A+ content. Now, look at just the text in the A+ content. Look at how much text there is. Massive paragraph here. I don't know if anyone's going to read this paragraph. About the author. Massive paragraph here. This, perfect. You get me 3 bullet points. Again, copywriting not the best. Master the principles of chakra healing. Again, you're mastering the principle. Here's something that you're going to... It doesn't talk about the problem. So you can do this. Master the principles of chakra healing in order for you to achieve this. Also, you can alleviate this painful thing that you're experiencing. So again, copywriting could be better. There's a lot of text on this A+ content. Not the most colorful images. I'm being very judgmental, but I'm just being honest. It's just what I see. This one, it talks about, it's giving you all the information. No one cares about the information. People care about what this is going to do for you. This, save it for the book. That's what I would say personally. But look at how much text there is just from this screenshot. Look at who's going to read all this text. No one. No one is going to sit here and read all this text before buying it. Now, again, haven't seen the competitors one, but let's see the guy that's actually selling or the woman that's actually selling, what she's doing differently. Now, if I scroll down, again, this one, numerology, exercises. Oh, this is product related, so this is sponsored. This is completely unrelated. But check this out. How much text can you read? There's just one sentence right here. Align your chakras and heal your body, mind, and spirit. The benefit right here. And then you go down, one sentence here. Can you see it? This is one sentence. Right here, there's like 8 paragraphs here to read. No one's going to sit and read 8 paragraphs. But anyway, this is like one sentence right here. And then one more sentence right here. From nutritious foods, blah, 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 emotional pain, feeling your best, blah, blah, blah. Look at this part here. One sentence right here. One sentence right here. Another sentence right here. Very, very small. You get me? You want everything to be digestible. Especially when you're doing A+ content. Like someone's just going to do this. They go, look at it. Oh yeah, looks good. Okay. Well, let me go down and read the reviews. Now, if you do this one, someone's going to come down and read it and it's like, oh, I'm not reading this. No one has time to read all of this. But anyway, let's scroll down because there's one last thing we need to talk about, why this person's selling way more than this person. And it's the reviews. Like reviews are so important. Now tell me the difference that you see here. This is the person that's not selling. And this is the person that's selling. Look at this. Look at how many videos they have. By the way, this person, one video. Okay, yeah, this person has 27,000 ratings, so fair enough. However, if you're a customer and you want to buy a chakra book for this niche, from this niche, and you're actually a customer and you're going to buy it, would you pick the guy with one video, or are you more likely to pick this one? Look at this. Pages and pages and pages of videos. You're thinking, okay, well, everyone read this book. I'm missing out. I haven't read this book yet. But this one, it's like, oh yeah, no one read this book. No one cares about this book. I'm not going to read it. I hope that it's all like subconscious. It's all underlying, but I hope that makes sense. Anyway, this part's okay. It's just the author things. And then reviews. I mean, reviews look good, 4.8. And this one, reviews, again, 4.8. But yeah, look at all the images right here. How many images are in the reviews? Look at this. I have to keep scrolling. Look at that. The scroll thing is just getting smaller and smaller. You got the cat here as well with the crystals. Oh, this is a different book. Well, fair enough. Or maybe it was a different cover, but it looks like a different book. But yeah, look, I'm just scrolling through images and images and images. This is just like so much social proof. Of course this person's selling. Now this one, look at this. It's 2 images. And this is exactly what a customer does. Whatever I did now is exactly what the customer does. I'm going to come here, first impressions, then look at the price. This one, probably not going to read the description. Some people skim the description. They're going to go down. Oh, that's way too much text for me to read. There's one video. Okay. Reviews look good. 2 images. Okay, let me read one of this. Okay, sounds like this is good. This one, half the price, way better A+ content, and we didn't even look at the interior. The interior looks good on this one. The interior in this one is way more clean, way more, you see it, way cleaner, way more appropriate for a broader audience. The other one looks a little bit old and a tiny bit boring. Not boring, but I don't know, less vibrant, which is understandable because it's an old book. This is more like real images, and this over here is more like illustrations, I think. There we go. They do have real images. But you can see how nice and clean this design is. Minimalistic, clean, nice fonts. Very, very well made. But yeah, that's basically what I can see from here. This is why this person is selling and this person is not selling. Even though they're in the same niche, they both have an extremely valuable book. They're both big authority figures. But one person is selling 37 times more copies than the other person. But anyway, if you found this video valuable, a video just popped up on your screen. Feel free to click that. You're going to find that extremely valuable. It's going to help you make more money on KDP. And if you want to learn directly from me, just go to the description, click the link in the description, and then you'll be able to figure out how to work with me. And yeah, go out there and make a bunch of money on KDP.